You're a flower farmer wannabe. You're gonna grow that cut flower garden of your dreams and start selling. But how are you gonna make any money? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you your options. Hi, I'm Kristen with Shifting Roots, and I help beginner gardeners in cold climates and short growing seasons learn to grow vegetables and flowers with ease. If you live in a similar climate to I do, you definitely want to hit that like and subscribe button. You can also follow me on either Instagram or Facebook, where I share exactly what I'm doing in my garden in real time. So for the last couple of years, I've been growing a cut flower garden in my backyard, and I'm really honing it in and figuring out exactly how many flowers I can grow in a small amount of space. And now the next step for me is to start selling those cut flowers into bouquets every week during the summer so I can make a little bit of a side income with it. I know many of you have that same dream too. And the problem I'm finding as I'm following other cut flower farming channels is that these people have a lot more space and resources than I do. They all live on acreages or farms. They maybe have some existing infrastructure available to them. They might have hoop houses or greenhouses. Maybe even their watering and irrigation is all set up, and they just have way more space than I can possibly work with. However, I still believe the backyard cut flower farm is incredibly valuable, especially to the beginner, because then you get to dip your toe into this business. You get to see, do I even like growing flowers? Do I like selling flowers? Like, maybe this business is for you, maybe it's not. But if you're doing this on a small scale, you're going to invest way less money, time, and stress into the whole thing to know if you actually want to scale up or not. I've written a couple books on cut flowers and growing them that are geared towards beginners. They're called Cut Flowers Made Simple. Then to arrange the bouquets, we have Bouquets Made Beautiful. And then to help save you some money, we have Savvy Seed Saving. And to try and extend your season, the Frost-Proof Flower Garden. And all of these books combined will help give you a strategy for growing cut flowers, whether you're in a cold climate or not, that's really feasible on the urban backyard kind of scale. But I've been thinking about expanding this program and creating a section for if you want to start selling the flowers, and like, how do you market your flowers and the sales part of it and all the business end of it. And while I think I'm going to go ahead and do that product, the thing that keeps going over and over in my mind is, why would I believe you? So I thought the best way to do that was I was going to create a series this year, and I'm going to take you along with me. I'm going to start out by posting on my backyard cut flower journey, probably about once a month, once every 2-3 weeks. Basically, the closer we get to spring and summer, the more videos I will make about this and bring you guys in with me and show you, like, what are my decision processes? What am I spending on my cut flower garden? How am I doing for advertising? Am I able to get customers? And then finally, once we hit the cut flower season, how much am I able to sell every week? Am I able to break even? Am I able to make a profit? Or hopefully this won't happen, but will I lose money? I don't know. So I thought I'm going to bring you in with me, and this video today is the first in that series. So if you want to follow along with that, definitely hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss a single one of these. So probably the first question you have in your mind, if your goal is to sell cut flowers, is how do you actually make money from cut flowers? There's a couple different avenues available to you, and so I'm going to list them off. So first, you can go the easy route and you can sell exclusively on social. So either on Instagram or Facebook, just sort of every week saying, these are the arrangements I have, this is what they look like, DM me if you want to purchase. You can also do the same thing and then lead it to a website instead of directly on social. You can offer a flower subscription where customers get bouquets at a set rate. So maybe your subscription lasts 4 weeks and they get one a week, or maybe your subscription is once a month or every 2 weeks for however long of a duration that you set. You can also book weddings. This is one of the routes that I'm taking because I personally love arranging flowers. I've already actually done flowers for weddings before, and I have 2 weddings already booked for the season. Because they're COVID weddings, there's like not as many bridesmaids and things, so it's just a smaller thing. I feel very confident that I will have enough flowers to do a wedding. I'm actually looking for 2 more bookings for a total of 4 bookings this year. But even if I don't get them, I'm not too worried. I know I'll be able to sell flowers to people in the area. Other people do things like if they have a bouquet bar where people come out and they just pick out flowers a la carte and then kind of add up the price. You can also have like a little farm stand if you have more space available to you, or you're comfortable with people just coming to your property and checking out what you have on display, and then they usually just leave money in a certain container for that, or they prepay or e-transfer. Some people like doing events where they come to your space and they can pick a bucket of flowers and make a creation. Now again, at the backyard scale, we might not have enough flowers for that or to do it on any grand scale, but it is an option, and that's how some people do make money. Others deliver a certain number of bouquets every week to a brick and mortar store. Either the store takes a cut, or sometimes the stores are just happy to have the flowers in there. And that's either they just sell them for you, or you've maybe made an arrangement where your CSA people come and pick up those bouquets at that location. You can also have a booth at your local farmer's market. You can sell seeds. You can grow seedlings and sell seedlings in the spring. You can also have a bulb and tuber sale if you're someone that's able to build up your own stock, or you can be a reseller for other people's. And finally, you can extend your selling season a little bit by also offering dried flower wreaths in the fall and evergreen wreaths in the winter. Now, I would say definitely do not try to do all of these things all at once, especially in the first year. You're going to burn out, and chances are, again, at this backyard scale, you're just not going to have enough flowers for all of those things. So pick 1 to 3 that works best for you personally, and this should be based on the amount of space you have, the time and talents you have available to you, and just sort of what feels right for you and your business. You want to err on the side of caution. It's better to only offer 1 or 2 things and be able to over deliver on them, or have people asking, oh, when will you have more flowers? When will you have more availability? Than to have all of the options and then lose a lot of money and time because nobody is buying from you. So personally this year, I'm going to focus on booking my 4 weddings. And then I'm also going to be offering bouquets for sale every week a la carte as I have them. I think I would prefer to do it on social media, one, because I already have a bit of an established following, so it's just easier for me. I'm also working on putting a different store on my website, so I might also have it set up on there every week that you can buy those a la carte things on the website instead of like DMing me on social. So what I would do is I would advertise every week what bouquets I have available on social media, and then I would lead people to my website where they could purchase whatever those bouquets are. And then every week I would just reload and say what this week's bouquets are. I also really enjoy making live wreaths, so I'm going to look in getting a wholesale order of greens and then maybe selling those in November so that I can extend my season. I'd like to do dried flower wreaths in the fall because, again, I really enjoy making wreaths, but I don't know if I'll actually be able to grow enough stuff, so I will look into if some of my flower friends in the area have more dried goods available, then maybe I could buy them off of them and then create wreaths, but that's a problem for October. In your first year of growing cut flowers for sale, the most important thing you can possibly do is take notes. Take copious notes. Take notes of when you have started your seedlings, when your seedlings actually started to bloom, and how much time is in between there. That'll give you the information to help doing some succession sowing in next year's. Like this year, take your best guess, but keep that data and then you have something to work with so you can work smarter next year. As you sell bouquets, you'll also want to take notes of what is really popular. What price points seem to sell the most? Are there certain colors or certain flowers that your customers seem to like the best? And finally, who is your ideal customer? And is the person you have in your head that's your ideal customer the person that's actually buying from you? If those two aren't matching, then you're going to have to do some work and figure out, do you want to follow and gear towards the person that's buying for you? Or do you want to rework your advertising and what you're growing to try and attract that customer that you really have in your head as the ideal? There's really no right or wrong answer. It's just up to you and what makes sense for you at the end of the day. Also take notes about where your ideal customer reaches you. Do they reach you on social media? Do they just find your website organically through SEO? Or are you more of an in-person person and maybe you have a booth at the farmer's market and you meet your customers in person that way and develop a relationship with them and they're always repeat buyers from you? Whatever it is, take notes on what you plant and who your customer is. Now, for getting the word out there, now what if you have nothing? You're just like a regular person, you don't have a blog or anything, you're starting out from scratch. So what I would do, of course, is let all of your friends and family know, because that's where you have to start, that you're building this business. Have some sort of a dedicated page, whether that be a website where you collect email addresses, or if that's an Instagram page where people follow you, a Facebook page where people follow you. Have some place where people can come, follow, and find out what you have for sale. If you're doing in person at farmers markets or any sort of other thing where you would be doing in person, have a spot at your booth where people can sign up to find out about whatever your latest offerings are, just to be on your email list if there's any sales, if you're offering sales. Or for those of you who do CSAs, a popular thing I've noticed is that people sell their CSA subscriptions on either Valentine's Day or Mother's Day, and that's sort of when they can drum up the most interest. So have it in your sales plan to take advantage of those kind of flower-focused holidays and grow your business from there. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are looking for more help growing your cut flower farming business, I'll link my ebooks that I mentioned at the beginning of this video down at the bottom in the description so you can check those out. And then I also hope you'll follow me on Instagram or Facebook so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my flower farm in my backyard in real time. I have lots more content on flower farming and cut flower topics on YouTube that you'll really find useful, especially if you're in your very first year of this or just trying to figure it out. I'll link my playlist for that in the bottom too. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.